can move the apex court of this country if he alone feels that this is not right. And he can get justice. Do you know? To protect the governmental land at the first instance. Were you sleeping then when these people were encroaching? And it came into the light of the Supreme Court that these encroachments and those hutments, those people who were living there were living for, some of them were living for 20 years and more. One generation had changed. At the age of 20, a child may go to college. So that means he was born there, did his schooling on the pavement, reached to college, and one fine morning BMC comes and starts demolishing it. आप यहाँ से मेरा ये सब प्रवचन सुन के घर जाएंगे और घर जाके आपको पता चले आपका घर तो नहीं है, बीएमसी ने तोड़ दिया। मालूम से कहाँ जाएंगे आप? कैसा लगेगा? So weak are those who keep blaming, who keep making complaints. There was a lady by the name Olga Tellis. She was a journalist. She was walking on a street and saw that Bombay Municipal Corporation is removing encroachments from the pavements, footpaths. Bulldozers were breaking those encroachments. The residents of those hutments were running helter-skelter to collect whatever belongings they had. Children were crying. Women were running around. It was chaos. She clicked certain photographs, stapled them to a postcard, which costed 15 paisa then. Wrote to the Chief Justice of India and posted it. So here are the photographs. Are they not having the fundamental rights? That's it. The postcard reached Supreme Court of India. The Chief Justice then considered that postcard as the writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India. Those photographs stapled to the postcard were considered as exhibits, and the notices were issued to BMC as to how and why are you demolishing these hutments. The reply filed by the BMC was, we are breaking them because they are encroachments, they are encroachers. They have encroached these footpaths. This is the governmental land, and we are responsible to evict them and free the government land from the clutches of encroachers. It was a justified reply. But the Supreme Court of India said, all right, you are duty bound to remove the encroachment. You are supposed to do that. But could you be kind enough to provide an answer as to how and when this encroachment happened? Was it not your duty not to let this governmental land be encroached? Was it not part of your duty to protect the governmental land at the first instance? Were you sleeping then?
और आपको बताया जाए क्योंकि आपके फादर ने, आपकी मदर ने एनक्रोचमेंट कर दिया है। 20 साल तक तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था। अच्छा ये एनक्रोचमेंट पूरी जिंदगी बिता दी। Now, what seemed to be, what looked to be a very justified response from BMC, suddenly the picture changed. So when you read these iconic judgments, you understand the background of reaching to a conclusion. Something which looks very justified suddenly looks very unreasonable. And yes, BMC was lacking in its duty, probably eating hafta.
For 20 years, जब पेट भर गया, अब और नीचे बुलडोजर निकालो, तो एक दिन बुलडोजर. And that is where, ladies and gentlemen, came Olga Tellis versus Bombay Municipal Corporation, 1986 Supreme Court. A landmark, iconic judgment which held that before demolishing a house, you have to provide alternative accommodation. And that is where SRA came into existence. Slum Rehabilitation Authority. Now, it's a different story that how even that provision is misused. Because we are champions in that. Isn't it? हम अच्छे से अच्छे कानून का, अच्छे से अच्छे प्रोविजन का फायदा उठाना चाहते हैं. इसीलिए हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की इतने खूबसूरत प्रोविजंस का भी फायदा उठा रहे हैं. So according to me, if you ever thought the Constitution of India is failing us, the truth is other way around. It is we who are failing this wonderful piece of legislation. It is we who are failing the Constitution of India. The defect is not in that document, the defect is in our character. And if you really want, you can repair it. And like I said, God and law, what we were talking right from the evening. Do you know, whichever religion you belong to, whichever scriptures you believe in, if you ever cared to read them, they will say, look within. So does the nation wants you to look within, not outside and find out grievances and blames and problems and complaints. Look within, where in my character something is lacking. The moment I do not see Havaldar, I do not see the signal. This is our character. The moment we do not see TC, we forget ticket window. This is our character. And the height is when we meet somebody, some friend, we proudly proclaim. Isn't it? It's the winner ticket. As if you have won a gold medal in Olympics for India. पता है आज टिकट नहीं खरीदा, ऐसे ही आ गए, किसी ने नहीं पकड़ा, लेकिन भूल गए कि जिस दिन पकड़ेगा उस दिन सारे दिन के टिकट निकल जाएंगे. But we are proud. तो गड़बड़ कहां है? You know, in the Constitution of India, like in the preamble we said democracy, how many tiers of democracy do you know? Part 5
is democracy at Union of India, central government, Parliament, Supreme Court of India, Judiciary, President of India, Executive. All this you can find under Part 5 of the Constitution of India. Part 3 is fundamental right. 4 is directive principles of state policy. 4A, fundamental duties. And 5, Union, with 3 limits: Parliament, President, and Supreme Court. Legislature, Executive, and Judiciary. Part 6, State. Part 7. Part 7. कोई बता सकता है? कोई आइडिया? मालूम जी? एक्चुअल पार्ट 7 क्या पता है? नकली छोड़ दो, एक्चुअल बता. Incidentally, for you there is, sorry. That is schedule 7, not part 7. Part 7 no more exists in the Constitution of India. So be careful. Because after part 7, चिट्ठी आ गई. सुषमा खराब चश्मा लगाना पड़ता है क्या? ऐसे फिश शॉप. मैंने कहा ना सुषमा हमारी जो है Part 8 talks about union territories. Part 9 are at the bottom of democracy, divided into 3 different parts. Part 9A and Part 9B are added after that, which are municipality, panchayat, and cooperative. All democratic setups. So from the top till the level of panchayat, we have democracy. Elections. And who are choosing these representatives to govern us?
We the people. Still we complain. जिनको हमने चुना, हमें उन्हीं से शिकायत.